afternoon, fourth standard. So, today we're going to read the text about the rainforest. And you remember that we did do a little, uh, reading up about the rainforest. Uh, so, today we're going to read about the rainforest from our textbook. So, I suppose you know what a rainforest is, right? So, all of you, please open your textbook to page 112. Okay, so I hope you've got your textbook open there. So, let's read it together. So, read the text and check your answers to activity 1. Rainforests are very large wet forests found close to the equator in Southeast Asia, West Africa, and Central and South America. They have very high temperatures and it rains all year round. In a year, it can rain as much as 260 centimeters. So that's a lot of rain, right? And they're saying that it rains throughout the year also. And you find that the temperatures are very high there. Okay. Besides that, and where are these rainforests found? They found Southeast Asia. That's you find some of it in India. Remember, I told you where we find it in India? In our own Kerala, Adrimpalli, right? Assam, right? Okay. Then we find it in West Africa and Central and South America, the Amazon rainforest, right? The rainforest is divided up into 3 layers. Now, there we learned another extra layer there. Remember the emergent layer at the top, the tree tops, right? Okay. The canopy is the top layer of the trees where most of the animals live. These trees can be more than 30 meters high, and it is the noisiest layer of the rainforest, naturally, because it has lots of animals there. The understory is underneath the canopy and has some shorter trees and bushes, and the third layer is the forest floor. It has very little sunlight and is the quietest layer of the rainforest. Okay, so below the canopy, we have the understory, and that is the place where you have monkeys, right? Maybe a sloth bear living too. And below that, you have the forest floor where there's no sunlight, right? And where there aren't very many animals there. Okay, but of course, you would find maybe a frog, the red eyed frog, who's a poisonous little froggy. So, there are as many as 30 million types of plants and animals which live in the tropical rainforest. The tiny red eyed tree frog in the photo is just one of the spectacular amphibians that live there. So, the frog, this red eyed tree frog, is a very famous uh, amphibian that lives there. Now, what is an amphibian? An amphibian is an animal that can live in water and land. Okay. Now, the frog, it can live on land also, isn't it? And it can live in water also. That's why it's called an amphibian. Rainforests help to protect the world's climate because they take carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas, from the air and release oxygen for us to breathe. Remember, I told you about this? That we breathe out carbon dioxide and we breathe in oxygen, right? But what do the trees do? And the trees and the plants? Remember, I told you they are the green lungs of the earth. They are the green lungs of the earth. They take in the carbon dioxide, okay, and with the help of help of sunlight, they do photosynthesis, okay, to make their food, and then they give out oxygen which we need, which we use to breathe. Many of the natural resources we need, such as vital medicines and food, come from the rainforest too. Now, remember, I told you that the rainforest is actually the world's largest pharmacy. Pharmacy means the store or the shop where you get your medicines, right? So it's a because it has so many medicinal plants there, right? And we get timber, right? That is wood. So that is a real great natural resource, isn't it? From these rainforests. Unfortunately, these rainforests are disappearing. Every second, an area the size of a football field is either cut down for wood, to make furniture, to build houses, or to be cleared for farming animals. Action needs to be taken to protect the rainforests now. So, we have to protect our rainforests from deforestation. Remember, deforestation is when we are cutting down the trees. Afforestation is when we are planting trees, right? So that we have more trees. So actually, we should all try to plant trees because they are good for us. They're doing so much good for us, and try to protect the trees that are around us instead of cutting them down. Okay, so now we go on to the next page there. So, there at the top, you see what is happening to the rainforest. What do you think about it and why? Okay, so what's happening to the rainforest now? They're disappearing really fast, isn't it? Because people are cutting down the trees, right? Which is really unfortunate. We feel because our the population is increasing, we don't have enough houses, then we feel we need these places to build our houses and buildings. And then not only that, for farming, because we want to have particular crops, so we cut down, we human beings are cutting down these forests. So most unfortunately, the animals living there are losing their homes, and we're losing all these wonderful plants, not only medicinal plants, plants of beauty, uh, and plants that are food to many other living creatures also, isn't it? So it shows how selfish humans are. Okay, now reading strategy, giving your opinion, evaluate texts, make notes, and say what you think about them. Now, question number 4, match the questions with the correct paragraph from the text. So, this I'd like you to do it on your own. You just have to do it in your text. Okay, against the paragraph, you have to mark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, there are 5 paragraphs there. Okay, so against paragraph A, B, C, D, E, you just have to mark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So why are rainforests important to us? What are the layers of the rainforest? What is a rainforest? What is happening to the rainforest? And what lives in the rainforest? Now, if you read each paragraph carefully, you will be able to pinpoint which paragraphs gives you answers this question. Okay, now the next one, 5, word study, the environment, that is our surroundings. Match the words in blue in the text with the definitions below. Now this also I'd like you to do it on your own. You can do it in your textbook itself. Just write the answers against the question there. Like number 1, a gas which we breathe out. Now that's very easy, isn't it? Carbon dioxide. So just there nearby, at the end of that sentence, you write carbon dioxide. Okay. So these, just write the answers next to the question there. 2, weather conditions in a particular area. A gas which keeps heat in Earth's atmosphere. To defend something. And 5, things such as water, forests, and minerals which are in a place and can be used by people. Okay, so you can fill up your answers there. Now, number 6, values, looking after our world. Think about and discuss what you can do to help protect the rainforests. So, what do you think you can do? Write a list of things we can do. Display your ideas with your drawings of the rainforest and animals which live in them. Use these pictures to give you ideas. So, these are things that we can do to protect our environment and protect our earth. See the first picture? That little girl, she's planting a sapling, a small tree. The next picture, the boy, his waste, he's putting into a place where you can recycle. You have a recycle bin and he's putting the recycled paper into that. Okay. Then the next picture, you see that the girl is, instead of using going by car, she's going by bicycle. Right? It's going by bicycle. And the last one there, we can learn about all these various creatures, isn't it? So we should be aware of things around us and know about these creatures also. Okay. So I hope you follow that and you'll be able to do exercise 4 and 5 in the textbook for me. Okay, fourth standard. So please do it and we'll continue with this in the next class. Okay, so have a great day, all of you. See you all in our next class.